In the context of the book, Amazing Ourselves to Death, the axiom, the medium is the message, as I understand it, means that the medium over which the message is delivered is vitally important when it comes to the message itself. In fact, in author's opinion, the medium over which the message is delivered is not only crucial to what the listeners retain in the content of the message, it's also critically important because if that type of medium is used continually and predominantly over a length of time, it even has an influence on the attention span of society. In the first 5 chapters of his book, Mr. Postman explained much of his reasoning for coming to his conclusion, and his logic is understandable. We should at least keep that in mind as we develop our own thoughts about the medium of visual media. Responsible members of society intend to benefit this world in which they live in some way, even if that way is only to make knowledgeable and moral decisions in the life that they live. To benefit the community, people need to strive to gain actionable knowledge in the world around them. And that indeed makes the medium in which the knowledge is acquired vitally important. However we develop them, our attitudes toward the visual media should be intentional, since visual media is such an important part of the way that we gain information today in the world society. Regardless of how any Christian views Mr. Postman's opinions and descriptions of the different mediums, it's critically essential for Christians to maintain of utmost importance the written word of God. Now, after all, God's written word is where he has revealed himself to mankind. As John initially wrote in his gospel, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And as we know, the Word became flesh and dwelt among us in the person of Jesus Christ. One thing that fact suggests is that the medium of the written word is at least important. I mean, because it wasn't a coincidence that God chose the word to reveal himself to mankind. After all, even what we might call coincidence, it's allowed in the sovereign will of God, right? Everyone will form their own opinions of the various individual mediums that provide information to us. But we should at the very least keep the written word, the medium of the written word in mind as we develop our attitudes towards the medium of visual media. Even though it's so prevalent today, we need to intentionally seek our sources of information.